All right, so today we're going to dive into some really, really basic English phrases.
Yeah.
And I think this is going to be great for anyone just starting out learning English.
Mm.
And even if you're maybe not a beginner, you might learn something too.
Right. Or just kind of like a refresher.
Totally.
Like
Yeah.
go back to the basics.
Yeah, just revisit those fundamentals and see how much depth there really is even in these really basic phrases.
Totally. And we've got this the script from a beginner English video. So we're gonna kind of use that as our springboard
Okay, perfect.
and see where it takes us.
Yeah, let's jump right in with greetings.
Okay.
You know, you have your formal hello and then you have your hi.
Right.
And I think that's interesting right off the bat because you're already, conveying a level of formality or informality just with those two very simple greetings.
Yeah, you're already sending a signal like how close do you want to be to this person right away?
Exactly.
Like are we buddies or
Yeah, are we just acquaintances? Are we,
Right.
and then the introductions in English. I love how simple they are.
Yeah, just so straightforward. My name is
Okay.
I'm so and so.
I'm so and so. Yeah.
Oh,
No need for, titles or anything like that. It's just
straight to the point.
very simple, very direct, very efficient.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that makes English so popular globally. It's pretty easy to pick up those basic building blocks.
Yeah, for sure. And then the how are you?
Oh, yeah,
That's
that's
a
classics.
classic. And this script points out, that it's often more of a social ritual
Right,
than a genuine inquiry into someone's well-being.
exactly.
And I find that really interesting because I've traveled, to different countries where how are you is like a real question.
Mm-hmm.
And they're ready to hear your whole life story.
Yeah, they're ready to sit down for an hour and tell you
Right.
how they really are.
Yeah, exactly. And I think in English-speaking cultures,
Mhm.
how are you is just I'm fine.
Yeah.
Good, how are you? And then you move on.
Oh,
Yeah,
exactly. I'm good too.
Right. And so it's almost like this little dance that we do
Right.
where we're acknowledging each other, but
Yeah.
we're not necessarily
Yeah.
really digging deep into how we're feeling.
It's like this little social script that we all follow,
Oh, cool.
and everybody knows the rules,
Uh-huh.
so it makes those interactions nice and smooth.
Yeah, just keeps things flowing, keeps things moving.
Things moving.
And then some basic questions to keep the conversation going.
Yeah, like where are you from?
Where are you from?
That's a good one.
What do you do?
Classic.
And I think those are really interesting questions too because they're not just small talk.
Right.
They're actually giving you a lot of information about the person.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
where are you from that can tell you about their background,
Their accent.
their culture,
Yeah, where they grew up, all that stuff.
all sorts of things.
And what do tells you about their day-to-day life?
Their profession,
Yeah.
their passions, maybe even.
Yeah. What they're interested in.
Right.
So I think those are really, really powerful questions in terms of getting to know somebody.
Yeah, and they're subtle too, so it's not like you're,
Right.
interrogating someone.
Right.
It's just like a natural flow of conversation.
Exactly. And then to wrap things up,
Yeah.
we have our goodbyes.
Ah, yes, the art of the farewell.
Right. And there's so many different ways to say goodbye in English.
So many options.
Goodbye, see you later, take care.
Right.
And I think, when I was first learning English, this was always really confusing to me. Like, when do I use which one?
Yeah, it's a lot of nuance there.
Yeah. But I've learned over time that it's kind of like those greetings
Mm.
where you're signaling a certain level of formality or informality. Or
Right, like how close are you to this person?
Exactly. Yeah.
Do you want to see them again?
Yeah. Do you want to see them again?
Like, see you later?
Right.
That kind of implies, like, we'll be hanging out again.
Yeah. See you around. See ya. All those kind of
Exact. Casual.
casual ways of saying goodbye.
But goodbye, it's like final.
Yeah. A little more
A
formal,
little more distant.
a little more distant. Yeah.
Like we might not see each other again. Who knows?
And then take care.
Oh, take care. That's a good one.
That's a really nice one.
It's like a little bit more warm.
Yeah.
A little bit more like, I'm concerned about your well-being.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
invested in you as a person.
I want you to be safe
Yes, exactly.
out there in the world.
So we've gone over greetings, introductions. How are you? Some basic questions and ways to say goodbye.
Wow, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Packed into these basic English phrases.
And I think the takeaway here is that even these seemingly simple phrases,
Mm-hmm.
they have so much depth to them,
So much nuance.
so much nuance, and they're really the foundation for building connections. And
Building relations.
yeah, building relationships and communicating with people in English.
And I think it's really amazing how these little phrases can
Yeah.
open up like a whole new world, a whole new culture.
It's like you're learning a secret code,
Exactly.
and once you know the code, you can unlock all these amazing conversations and relationships.
And I think even for people who are, maybe more advanced in English,
Yeah.
it's good to kind of go back and look at these basic phrases.
Yeah.
And really appreciate the nuance and the subtlety that's there.
The power in them.
The power, yeah.
So for anyone listening, if you're just starting out,
Mm-hmm.
don't be afraid to use these phrases.
Get out there and practice.
Yeah, the more you use them, the more comfortable you'll become.
Exactly.
And you'll be amazed at how much you can communicate.
Even with just a few basic words.
Yeah, and even if you make mistakes,
That's how you learn.
that's how you learn.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Yeah, and people will be patient with you,
Especially if you're, trying your best.
right? They'll appreciate your effort.
They'll appreciate it.
And so, yeah, just get out there and start talking.
Yeah. Have fun with it.
Have fun with it.
That's the most important thing.
And so to leave you with a thought, next time you hear these phrases,
Mm-hmm.
pay attention to how people are using them.
Yeah.
See if you can pick up on the nuances.
The little social cues.
Yeah. Are they being formal? Are they being informal?
Right.
Do they want to continue the conversation? Do they want to end it?
Exactly.
Just really tune in and see what you can learn.
It's like a little window into how people think
Exactly.
and how they relate to each other.